Welcome back to Living Well with Talane Event, where each week I answer the real questions people are asking about type 2 diabetes and blood sugar. Today, we're talking about one of the biggest questions I hear. Can type 2 diabetes actually be reversed? Or is that just social media hype? Let me start here. My A1C is now 5.5, and my endocrinologist has just officially released me from care. There was a time when my numbers were in the diabetic range. There was a time when I felt confused, overwhelmed, and honestly unsure about what was even happening in my own body. What changed wasn't extreme dieting. What changed wasn't punishing myself. What changed wasn't eliminating food I loved. What changed was education. I learned how blood sugar actually works. I learned how my body responds to food, stress, sleep, and movement. And then I applied small, consistent lifestyle shifts. Now my A1C has returned to non-diabetic range without the use of medication. Now let's talk about language. Doctors often use the word remission. Social media and coaching spaces often use the word reversal. In practical terms, they are describing the same outcome. And that outcome is your blood sugar markers return to non-diabetic range without the use of glucose-lowering medications. The reason the medical community prefers remission is because it acknowledges something important. Type 2 diabetes is a metabolic condition. If someone returns to old habits long term, blood sugar can rise again. So, remission means the condition is not currently active, but lifestyle still matters. Reversal is simply the everyday word people use to describe the same exact state. So, when you hear those two words, understand they are not opposites. They are two ways of describing the same physiological outcome. Now, here's what I want you to be very clear about. Reversal or remission does not happen by accident. It doesn't happen from one good week. It doesn't happen from cutting carbs for 10 days. It doesn't happen from punishment. It happens when you understand how insulin works, how your body stores glucose and uses it, how stress hormones affect your blood sugar, how daily habits compound over time. That understanding allows you to make strategic changes instead of emotional ones. And that's the part most people are never taught. Is remission possible for everyone? Every person's metabolic situation is different. Duration of diagnosis, pancreatic functions, genetics, and overall health matters. But lifestyle absolutely plays a powerful role in blood sugar regulation. And I am living proof that strategic, sustainable lifestyle changes can dramatically shift outcomes. When I was first diagnosed over 15 years ago, my A1C was over 12. I did not think that a 5.5 was even ever possible. For a long time, I thought diabetes meant I had done something wrong. What I've since learned is that oftentimes we were just missing information, not discipline. Diabetes is not automatically a life sentence, but it does require understanding. If you're local to the DMV area or Waldorf, Maryland, I'll be teaching a deeper breakdown of how blood sugar works and what practical lifestyle shifts actually look like. This will take place on February the 28th at Wade Elementary School. There's also a virtual option available. Details are below. So, can type 2 diabetes be reversed? In everyday language, yes, it can return to non diabetic range through sustained lifestyle change. In medical language, that is called remission. Either way, clarity changes outcome, And when you understand your body, you stop feeling powerless. God bless you.